So this is the part 3 of treating adrenal fatigue, and this is another part of where we're going to delve into a little more into the treatments. And I promise this is going to be different than the last one, but the last one was where the gold is. Probably one of the questions that is super important. What do I eat? What is the nutrition I'm going to incorporate into my life for adrenal fatigue, aka HPA axis dysfunction? So for this one, the more pressure we put on our bodies, the less likely it is going to be able to heal. So I have a video here that I talk about whether to choose organic food or not, and that one's going to really help you understand why I'm a big proponent of including more organic foods and fresh whole foods into your diet, because that truly changes the way you're going to heal and live your life for the rest of your life. So that is important. So now let's talk about personalized nutrition, because personalized nutrition, this is what I like to do with my clients, right? I work with them one-on-one, and I see how I can help them personalize all the protocols to them specifically, of course, because again, this is dependent on all these that I'm going to list today are dependent on the stage that you're at as well. Again, there's food sensitivities, there's food allergies. So the best way you can do a plan for eating for adrenal fatigue is to include whole foods. Lots of colorful vegetables and some complex carbohydrates, and lots of fruits and clean protein, grass-fed preferably if you can. Nutrition is important because food is medicine, and food is going to act as medicine, and it's going to help you heal. It's going to nourish your body and provide it. So in adrenal fatigue, a lot of times what happens is that we are also deficient in certain vitamins, because when we're living in a state of stress, our bodies use up nutrition in how can I explain this? So think of a sponge, right? We put a sponge in the water, it absorbs a lot of the water, right? Over time, obviously, it's going to get saturated, but what it does initially when it's so dry, it absorbs it all. So to me, that's a good analogy and a visualization that if you think about this, that when your body is deficient, you need to nourish your body. You want to put in all the good stuff as much as you can so that it can do its job and clean out what it needs to, all the toxins daily that we're exposed to and everything else. So that's one of the important ones to start with. Okay, so let's talk about exercise during adrenal fatigue. Are you kidding me? Can you even work out when you're so tired and you can barely make a cup of coffee or take a shower? Yes, I'm not kidding you, believe me. In the beginning, I recommend to get a lot of rest and sleep. Don't worry about working out. That's a plus, right? Like, who doesn't want to hear that? Yes, in the beginning, I do recommend that, depending on the stage you are as well. However, that will vary, because if you're at stage 1, then you may have a little bit more energy, but you may just get tired easily, versus someone that's on stage 2 or stage 3 that can really just barely function. So there are different stages, right? And they affect, again, how all of these treatments are going to help. So in regards to exercise, what you want to include are exercises like yoga. Now, there is so much research on yoga and specific type of yoga that can actually really help harmonize the body. Yoga is, I mean, nowadays everybody says yoga this, yoga that, but I think people lost the true meaning of yoga. Yoga is supposed to, and actually that's what it does, it moves energy in your body. The different poses are like different mudras, right? They flow your energy. It's like different shapes that affect the flow of energy in life. It actually affects the energy systems in your body, and we want to move the energy system. We want to open channels that may be functioning at a lower level, and we want to have that flow and peace of mind, and that comes with yoga, because it doesn't put all the stress and the pressure that goes on with, let's say, someone doing high intensity. I mean, mind blown if you can even do high intensity and you have adrenal fatigue. But anyhow, all right, we want to include yoga. When you include yoga, you could do qigong, which is really amazing. It has the similar concept as yoga, where you know it's the energy that you're working with, your lower dantian and all of that. And you want to do tai chi. Tai chi is also amazing and great. You can include acupuncture. But I don't recommend doing anything that's high intensity or that is going to really drain you or stress you out, because that's just further stressing your body instead of helping it to heal. Okay, this is the supplement treatment part, and I'm going to make a disclaimer here, because all this information that I'm giving you, it's for educational purposes, for you to understand what's actually going on and what are the different treatments available. Now, this is not specific to you. This is a way that you can take this and go to your practitioner, because I'm definitely not your practitioner, so I'm not giving this advice to you in that way, right? I'm just giving you what worked for me, what I have seen in my practice, and what my experience has been with this, and kind of what a little bit of what the research also shows. This is not a medical advice that you have to take this on your own. I highly recommend that you take this information and be more knowledgeable when you go to your practitioner and talk to them and challenge them. You know, this is the best part. Challenge your practitioners. They may not know a lot, depending on who your practitioner is. If you're going to a non-functional or conventional practitioner, then likely they are not going to be experiencing it, but it's a variable, right? It's a variable. So I just want you to remember that. This is why I recommend doing the test, working with a practitioner, because this is how you're going to get results. You're going to do the test, you're going to know where you're at, what do you need to fix along the line, and then create your protocol and personalize it based off of that. So multivitamin is important because we want to make sure, again, we want to nourish, so we want to take a good quality, high quality multivitamin, and you want to be able to supplement that with your whole foods plan in order to get the best results. Ashwagandha is a potent Ayurvedic herb that is actually just amazing, It nourishes your blood, it nourishes your body, it helps you handle stress, and we want to include this. It's definitely one of the supplements that helped me a lot, and I'm definitely going to talk about everything else that I did as well. So watch out for one of the series. Don't miss any of the series. Just make sure to like, subscribe, and turn the bell on so you don't miss any of the series. The next one is Schisandra. Now Schisandra also has a similar effect as ashwagandha, but it still varies slightly. So it's important, and it nourishes your adrenals, it nourishes your body. So we want to promote that and want to bring balance back. So herbs are excellent, and there are different supplements like rhodiola and some other ones that can really help you, but again, it depends on the stage you're at as well. Last one that I would definitely recommend, because most of us are deficient, especially now in that we're just home, we may not be going outside as much, and vitamin D. Yes, vitamin D actually acts like a hormone in the body, and we want to make sure we don't have just the average or the normal functions. We want to have the optimal numbers, and only your functional practitioner would know that. So I would recommend finding one, or reach out to me and we can work something out. Okay, so that's it for the supplements, because supplements, again, they're a long list of supplements that we can take, but supplements really depend on the stage you're on too. But those are some of the supplements that I mentioned are going to be super helpful, super helpful. Finally, the last part of the puzzle for adrenal fatigue treatment is grounding. And I am a big person of energy, speaking energy, right? We can pick up other people's energy, and our body is energy. Everything is made of energy. DNA has energy and light. Like, everything works off of energy. And your adrenals are actually situated by your solar plexus chakra in that area. However, grounding deeply affects and it's associated with the root chakra. So Your root chakra and your first 3 chakras actually are associated with, overall, with the survival, right? And grounding, when you're not grounded, that can cause so many health issues in the body. And adrenal is definitely one of them. Every chakra works, again, everything, just like your organs, everything works together. However, you want to first always make sure that you ground yourself, because when it comes to fatigue and fixing up here, right, we're fixing our little technical issues up there to actually heal from adrenal fatigue. We want to deeply ground to Mother Earth, and that is how we're going to be able to heal ourselves, because it calms us, it centers us. When you're not centered, you have brain fog, you can't think right? Your hormones are going to be off, your brain's going to be running 1,000 miles per hour. Those are some of the things. You have a lot of fear creates stress, that stress that's in the background while you're sitting and eating and watching TV. But in the back of your head, you're worrying about bills to pay, you're worrying about, oh, someone's gonna attack you, that comes from trauma. If you've been through trauma, that's the thinking that we've had in the subconscious mind, and that is going to truly affect how you respond. Either you're an entrepreneur, or you're working, or you're a parent, or you just want to enjoy the time with your grandchildren, whatever that may be. Grounding is something we should do every single day, and there's some simple techniques, right, that you can do with grounding. One of them is just walking and being in nature. Literally just walking and being in nature, right? The second one I would say is learn to incorporate meditation with specific breath work. One of the breath works that I recommend would be the 478 breath. I'm going to link it up here, the video, where in this video, I walk you through how to do the breath work as well. It's an excellent start. It's going to help you center yourself, and then you can sit into meditation afterwards. And if you are interested, I am willing to do a grounding session. If you are, leave them in the comment below so I know that you are, and then I can help you ground. Folks, that's it. And that is it. This is the 4-part series with the 3 parts already done on adrenal fatigue, treatment for adrenal fatigue. And in the next video, I bet you're waiting for this one. In the next video, I'm going to talk about what exactly did I do to heal myself and my journey. So if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and turn the bell on so that you can get notified when the next video goes live. I hope this was super helpful to you, and that I hope that it brings positive energy, changes, and healing to your life. With gratitude and love, I hope you have an amazing week.